Hi, I'm Selena Warner, and I am an MSW student. And I have my client here. Her name is Naomi Ramirez. Naomi is a mother of two. She's a wife. She is a full-time employee, and she's in grad school. So right now she's kind of balancing it all. And over the last year or so, she's been experiencing heightened anxiety. She's been seeing me, and in our sessions, we've been working on identifying negative core beliefs and also automatic thoughts to help reduce the anxiety symptoms. Today, I'm going to introduce a new intervention to Naomi, and it's one that's called interrupting. And interrupting is usually used in the psychotherapy sessions to help guide the sessions to make sure that the client is really benefiting from the session and making sure that the most pressing and anxiety provoking situations are addressed. If a clinician is going to interrupt a client, it should only be done as a way to gather more information and to kind of guide the session back on track. So today, Naomi is going to be talking to us a little bit about her life and why, she's here in the session. So, hi, Naomi.
Hi, Selena.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't really look like yourself. It looks like, you have a lot on your mind. Is there anything that you want to talk about today?
What do I not want to talk about? My goodness. Um, it's pretty difficult. I've been trying to manage, my job. Um, my husband's gone at the moment, so I need to take both of my daughters to their different schools. Um, my boss just added a 3-day training session, and I basically have zero time to work on my school work. On top of that, I'm running on no sleep, so I'm easily irritated. My anxiety levels are through the
Okay.
roof.
Hey, do you mind if I interrupt you really
I do
quickly?
not.
Okay. So I want to give you time to talk about everything that's on your mind, but I also want to make sure that we set an agenda for the items that we'll be able to tackle and kind of learn some techniques to address them.
Okay.
So, what are the two most pressing issues that you want to deal with today?
I guess working on my negative self talk because I'm super good at that. Um, and I guess not letting the overwhelming feelings, the anxiety to take over my life and like basically diminish the quality of life, I feel.
Okay. So it sounds like right now you want to work on not having the anxiety diminish your quality of life,
Mhm.
as well as not being so negative and hard on yourself. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Glad that we got that.
Yeah.
So we'll address those two things in our session today. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
Um, I suck. I suck. I can't seem to manage anything. Um, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, but it's like I didn't even make it to my daughter's PTA meeting. Um, I
Okay,
I
can I
was
can
late
I
to my
stop you right
sure.
there? Okay, I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm only interrupting you so that I can kind of guide the session. So, your last sentence was that you felt like you sucked because you couldn't get to your daughter's PTA meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I just want to tell you that negative self talk and being really hard on yourself is not going to be helpful in reducing any anxiety symptoms. In fact, it's just going to feed the anxiety. So, right now, what I want you to do is kind of rephrase the last sentence about you sucking because you didn't attend the PTA meeting. Like, what else could you have told yourself in that moment instead of I suck?
Um, I'm doing my best with the given situation. Um, I was unable to attend my daughter's PTA meeting, but I was working, and that work supports my daughters, so I have to give myself a little bit of credit there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with that response. You're absolutely right. Like, you have to be able to identify that you are doing the best that you can. So maybe we can talk about some of the other positive things that you've been doing. We can kind of create a list about some of the other positive things that you've been doing. So, what else would you say has been good things that you've been accomplishing over the last week or so?
I've been working on my schoolwork. Um, so I mean, I'm making some kind of progress, but my professors haven't answered. And then my aunt called me. She said she was in the hospital a couple of days with pneumonia, and that she needed my help. And I already feel like I've been stretched out to my max. So again, the anxiety just.
Do you mind if I
Sure.
interrupt you? Okay, so we established that in the session today that we would talk about identifying negative thoughts about yourself, as well as not having those anxiety things take over the quality of your life. So, right now, I understand that you have some schoolwork going on, you have a sick aunt. Would you like to take some time during the session today to kind of talk about your aunt, maybe 7 to 10 minutes to talk about that, and then we can go back to our other items of business?
Not really.
No?
No.
Okay.
I think I'd rather focus on the part where I suck at everything else.
Okay. All right. Good job. All right. So in this session today, Naomi and we kind of set an agenda. We also utilize an intervention called interrupting. Anytime that Naomi would go on and ramble or kind of have negative self talk, I would stop her right then and I would interrupt her. Naomi, do you think that that was like an effective utilization of interrupting?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first couple of times it did catch me by surprise. It's a new thing, and you're kind of just. It might sound a little rude at the beginning, but I definitely see like the purpose of it, and you were able to keep our conversation focused and not all over the place.